Here we have Theandrew Clayborn, who graduated last term. He has many internships under his belt. So, graduating, being a graduate, how was the whole process?
It's liberating.
In what sense?
It's nice to be on your own and to check out early. Always remember to check out early mentally. It's the best thing you can do.
Now I know you did that, that booklet project. How was it perceived in the industry? Has multiple companies seen that type of strategy when it comes to design and understanding like a core philosophy behind a specific brand? I mean, can that be applied to any other company, so to say?
I believe it's appreciated, but it's like any other art. It's like you always focus on an object, and then you want to make that object in its best light. So to do that, it's good to have a reference, and they usually do that in companies or whatever. But then they say that, and then it's usually not. It's superficial. So in this case, at least it's making away something that's not superficial.
Okay.
Because as always, Walter, I never give him anything. It's gonna be superficial,
So, in terms of like design sense and philosophy, like what do you what do you enjoy designing, or like what's your approach to, your whole design process?
My approach?
Yeah, like I mean, everyone kind of has the basic steps, but like do you take it on another way? Because I don't know if you knew this, but here at school you were kind of perceived as like a different designer. Like you're not more the traditional Artcenter bred designer. You were more, coming from first term, you did more artistic, explorations where you would, kind of understand methods from an artist, so to say, like a painter or a sculptor, and kind of apply that into, form. So I don't know if you've continued that or developed that, but I mean...
I have, and I think it still should be, but my views maybe have become more objective, so that the final statement can be something subjective left up to the person. I want my process to be not so much sometimes maybe understood or not, but I want the story to have a mood. And so to do that, like any good film director or an artist or a sculptor, you gotta story tell it correctly. As to how you get there, sometimes it doesn't matter. But yeah, I like to think that I create mood pieces if I can, so that the feeling is there. There's no writing that needs to be scripted. It's just it's a statement by itself.
Right. So is there anything you're doing currently in terms of projects, or I mean, is there anything that you're looking forward to now that you've graduated?
I'd like to get back to my baby motorcycle and focus on her and remember how that was done. It's nice pulling her apart every so often and figuring like why a designer made my pinstripe on my tank look the way it did. And yeah, that's kind of my own little secret world right there. It was one of the best loan purchases I think I've made since I was at this school.
Nice. Any shout outs, last comments, or plugs for websites or anything?
You know what? I represent Waffledesigns. I represent Bay Boulevard. I'm all about that. Chi-Town. I'm all about Walter's. The main co-op of all this. He tried to show me a good time when times were rough when I was up there. And gave me some family love. And I feel bad that on those days I was a little bit maybe not fully there. But I got nothing but love for. I'm saying.
Alright, thanks, man. So we have here Martin Rojas, who's graduating this term, and it's spring 2010. And yeah, I mean, being here at Artcenter, you've 5-6 years now?
Like six.
All right, multiple internship as well. Very talented. Went to Mini, went to Polaris out of Minnesota. And just curious to see what your approach to your theory of design process, or if you have a certain philosophy that you kind of live by in terms of creating a product or a vehicle.
Well, I think that First of all, there's definitely a big gap between, I think we were talking about this, like safe designers and like real designers. And safe designer is just someone who plays by the rules, doesn't really try to like rock the boat or make any waves. And I think that's kind of a waste of your time, because I don't know, I think in any business you want to, I don't know, make a mark for yourself and have an opinion, and these people don't. And there's plenty of those designers, they just kind of live mundane lives and go in at 8, leave at 4. They treat it like a job. And then there's other designers who actually give a shit about what they're doing and like have a passion about it, and it's not a job. I don't know, I think I've seen that big distinction between like people I remember and people I frankly don't care about. And I'm trying to be the real designer, like at least taking risks, and if I fail, well, at least I learn from them. And, you know, it takes some courage to do that. I think in anything, not just design. So I don't know, that's kind of what I've seen over the time. And it's like in design, it's like you want to make a mark for yourself, you got to take that risk, and if you're not willing to take it, then fuck, you know, go big or go home.
Right.
Simple as that.
So, as a designer, what kind of things inspire you?
Fuck, anything. Like, I think you always have to stay curious about life, and like just want to have that will to like experience something new at least once, and like it kind of goes back to the whole thing, like people who don't care just don't really want to be bothered. You know, they're gonna go to Osh and Bed Bath & Beyond and just do their thing, you know, and that's cool, but you can also go somewhere else and discover something and pull that into your life. I think it's just being curious. If you stay curious, you'll experience so much in life.
So like the whole phrase "don't knock it till you try it" is
That's right.
something that you can.
Yeah, I think it's true. Like, you don't knock it till you try it. I mean, how do you know? How do you know you don't like it if you don't try it?
Right.
That's just being ignorant.
So I have to say, for like lower termers or people who are, well, you know, want to be aspiring designers, what recommendations and what kind of, you know, comments would you like to leave
Just
viewers?
don't conform, basically, and always ask questions. And I mean, if that already intimidates you, then you just might as well just not be a designer, because you're just wasting your time at that point. If you're not willing to ask questions, then what are you doing? You're just living. Yeah, it's cool, but I don't know. Like, try stupid things, and out of that stupidity, something good's gonna come out of it. And it takes courage. Not everyone's gonna do it. So.
Any last comments or plugs, shout-outs?
Shout-outs to my boy T-Bone over here. You know, made it all the way down from that hill on the bike. And nothing, man. Just have fun. Live life. Fuck. It's over.
All right, thanks.
All right.